married Dr. Henry during the time before the Renaissance against her will. What did he do? Well, he broke up with the church to marry another woman he liked. Royal edicts and legal codes legitimized the patriarchal family. The patriarchal family was based on the father as the head of the family, and then he had economic and legal power over the family. He was obeyed by his wife and his children. Adultery on the part of the wife was punishable by death in many instances. But adultery by a man, well, that's just bad ethical behavior. Okay? The strategy was to tell near the village the image of the women or the female. Repeat the stereotype. This is something that Edward said was saying, doesn't it? And start essentialist ideology in culture. This taught history to serve the superiority and inferiority game. And voila! The pyramid of power is upside down and the restructuring of power is finally in order. Many historians, scribes and scholars have created most of the belief systems, heroes and explanatory systems in various civilizations, and women have been only taking the role of the demonic antagonist, the serpent under the flower, like Shakespeare would put it in Macbeth. To name a few of the above. Do you remember how? Cleopatra. The Western image of Cleopatra, either given to us by Shakespeare, Plutarch, or any other Western historian, instead of accounting for the fact that she was one of the greatest pharaohs of Egypt, a queen in a world of kings, a class A politician, the West often sees Cleopatra as a serpent whore who seduces men by manners or witchcraft. Well, she's good enough to play two generals, Julius Caesar and Mark Antony, wasn't she? I mean, where is their credit for that? No, she must have something here. She must be practicing witchcraft. Our men are not that stupid. Hypatia of Alexandria, the female mathematician and liberal philosopher, who stood up to a tyrant bishop in ancient Alexandria and was threatening his oppressive practices against Christians and pagans alike, where she threw his religious radicalism and dogma into logical structures. The Christian fundamentalists laid her bare after one of her lectures, tied her with a rope, dragged her body over the sharp road to the beach of Alexandria, where they skinned her alive with seashells, and then burned what remained of the corpse to make sure that the witch enemy of Jesus is gone forever. Do you know this one? Liz, yeah, thank you. I never thought anyone would recognize her. That's John Collier's painting. Quoting the Hebrew myth of Liz, Robert Graves translates the text as follows. God then formed Liz, the first woman, just as he had formed Adam, except that he used filth and sediment instead of pure dust. So he is creating the woman, the first woman, according to the Hebrew mythology. She's not just made of dust, not like Adam. It's a lower kind of dust. A dirtier kind. Adam and Lilith never found peace together, so when he wished to lie with her, she took on a very common posture he demanded. Why must I lie beneath you? She asked. I also was made from dust and therefore your equal. Because Adam tried to propel her obedience by force. That says something about the ethics of Adam, doesn't it? This, in a rage, uttered the magic name of God, rose into the air, and left him after forcing him out of bed because he demanded a sexual position that she did not like, invoking male dominance. But for whatever military capability, it does not stop at a strong female figure who rejects sexual domination, and it isn't the first furthest in history, but rather the Hebrew mythology created stories that patriarchs to twist political thinking to their own discourse of power. Lilith is the demon who slept with Satan at the coast of the Red Sea and exchanged allowed 100 of her children to die every day only to experience sexual pleasure. That's what we have on Lilith today. Not that she is a part of the soft female figure, not that she's elected dominant, not that she was the first one to lay the concept of feminism. No, she was the whore who lodged with the devil. Last but not least, the Malaya Maldigaram, the hammer of the witches. The booklet pretty much sums up the planted origin of the female as a descendant of the devil, and used by the patriarchal power to learn from, listen to this number, 600,000 to 9 million single females burned alive at this stage just for having free thinking archaeology, free thought, philosophy, in chemistry, in politics, in mathematics, whatever you can imagine. Over 250 years on board. It shows all these distortions and alterations of historical and mythical accounts of the definition of the female cater within the circle of the anti-self. Where the self here is the man as the superior discourse of power and the female as the inferior, demonic, serpent power, and right as demonic the brown justice. One is not birth but power becomes the woman. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you for that. I'm really proud of you. Thank you. Yeah, very briefly, this is what I need to say. You've taken us to the stone of history, to the early civilization, to the creation of the site, to the creation of the patriarchy and the idea of the female, and it goes back to the very top. And we have actually understood, you see, from where the origin, you see, that goes back to the myths and legends of the very past. And with Dr. Menna, we have actually moved to the future, you see, and to the post-feminist approach. So in between, we have a lot to say. I'm sorry that our host speakers has arrived, so we can open the discussion. I think it's an opportunity to exchange ideas and views. So I invite your comments and questions. Please.
I really want to express my impressions for this session. All of them actually were really amazing, so thank you for that. And my point is to Menna regarding the feminism or the women who have fallen from the factory to the slut. So when you got back to the math and from Derasa and things like that, the point of sexuality is the same. However, the action towards it is different. So when men try to castrate themselves towards women in a kind of station, we actually know that since there is a sexual object and we are dominant, however, we leave our power, or we leave our this kind of dominance, sexual dominance, and let her be this thing or this creature. So the point of sexuality did not change. And it actually meant the point that women or females basically were being attacked too, or attacked by all stuff. So that's my point. Thank you.
Well, to that point, you were saying, in male-female relationships, sex is never off the table. It's the ultimate sacrifice. When you sacrifice sex, even in Christianity, in order to be accepted in priesthood or to be a nun or a sister in the church, you have to be a virgin. right? So it goes both ways, male and female. What happens with Derasa and Slut was the same thing. It's more or less like they're giving up their power as much as they're giving up the one thing that we hold most dear in order to please you, Goddess and Slut. And this is of course changed radically over the ages, as of course Dr. Maha pointed out in Toni Morrison. I mean, I haven't been here for the beginning, but I know that Toni Morrison's thought does revolve more or less around these ideologies. She didn't find it hated, does she? Dr. Maha is speaking.
In the case of Dr. Morrison, her work only evokes and subverts this very contradictory and ethical misjudgment culture of post-feminism. So we were getting this into the theoretical entanglements, and we were applying it to the most recent novel, the one that was first published on the 30th of April 2016, so that's the chat. Okay.
The study is for myself. Thank you very much. Next question, please.
Really actual stories that you basically he said that please when they castrated themselves for a star, this was the origin of many circumcision. So my question is, we know from history that this started with Abraham, and it was only the Jews who practiced this, and even after other nations converted to Christianity, some Jews who converted to Christianity as well wanted to force them into this practice. And this is when